Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Dr. Joe Blake here. Just coming on and sharing about the virtual book club. I'm about a week or two off. I intended to come back on I believe it was last weekend there. Got busy, got busy. So wanted to come on this week and kind of get us back on track for the end of the year. And wanted to share some information from a book that we're going to use to the end of our year and talk about the book of influence. So let me bring that up here. And there we go. The book of influence. Now, this book of influence was actually, let's see here. All right. So the book of influence is based on Dale Carnegie's work, and he has several authors that are in the book. You see here. And so we're just going to talk about Eric Swanson today. And Eric Swanson is actually he's he works with Ron Tracy, but there's some things that Eric Swanson has shared that were pretty good, and I just wanted to just highlight some of the things that Eric Swanson said about the Book of Influence, and within influences, you have when you have influence, uh, it helps you get to where you need to be. You don't have to be at the top. You don't have to be the one in charge. You don't have to. It's just that because of who you are and what you're being, you have you can have say in the matter without having to have the full control of everything. Sometimes it's that say that you have that makes a big difference when you're working with someone or working with others. Your influence can make a big difference. And I kind of use it as in the Bible how um, um, I can't remember the name of the queen right now, but she was in a certain position, and because she was there in the palace, and she had a word with the king, and she was able to save her people because she had that influence. Uh, it'll come to me in a moment here. But sometimes because you're there, you're in that place. You have that influence and authority. You can make a difference for your people and those that are with you or around you. So in the beginning of the book here, talks about Rudy, and Rudy was the story about Rudy was that the one individual that had physical challenges, but they allowed him to be a part of the football team, and they wrote the Rudy was the movie. They wrote a movie about Rudy, and Rudy. You see the picture there. He was at Rutgers, when, but not Rutgers. I forget what college he was. But anyway, Rudy made a statement here, and Rudy's statement was that uh, when you have passion and commitment, you don't need a complex plan. Your plan is your life and your dream. So your plan is your life and your dream. So when your life and your dreams are what you're committed to, I mean that makes the biggest difference. When you're living your life and God gives you those dreams, you just you go for it. And God, in your dreams, God will give you what you need to do. You have to take those things that He gives you and put it in action. But if when you have those dreams and you just don't take action on it, nothing happens for you. So there's the times at night when I'm writing my books and everything. When I write my books, God talks to me while I'm asleep, and mainly that's if you mainly when you're like sleeping, you're not thinking about nothing. You calm down. You're not stressing. No stressing, and now you're sleeping, and God drops it in your spirit what you need to say, what you need to think about, and if you're lazy, you're just gonna lay there. It just happens. But if you if you're looking forward to what God's gonna say, I know what I do. I used to have pen and paper. I used to pen and paper and I write it. I write down all whatever thought God gave me. I write it down. I had a pen that had a light bulb, like a light bulb on it, and I go click click, and the light show up, and I can see what I'm writing and everything. I kind of graduated towards that. Now I got my iPhone, so I just had a notepad. I have it on a notepad. So all I gotta do is tap, and I start typing it out. And I have it on silent, so my wife's over there, so she won't hear me. Da, 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 da. But she knows I write, and so she knows that I'm doing it. 'Cause, when I was working on my PhD, and I would have my pen and everything, go click click, and then she said, "What are you doing? Writing a novel over there? Come on, baby, yeah, I'm writing a novel. That's what I did." And but I lived my life, in my dreams like that. So that's the plan I had, and it came to fruition. That I wrote my dissertation, which was a book, and then I took my dissertation and I wrote that as a book. And that was Joseph Building Financial Literacy. And I'm quite sure you have some things in your life that may have happened that way. You've had some dreams like that. You've getting up. You may have written it down in some sort, or maybe you wish you would have wrote it down. So you live your life, plan your life, and your dreams in that manner, and then go through with it. So it really does um, come to pass when you live your life, living your dreams, and that's one way to look at it. One way to take part in it that way. So that's what Rudy had. Another thing that Rudy mentioned was that um, about being your authentic self. That's another big one. Being your authentic self. So how does that work? I mean, how does that work for the individual? How does that work for you? When you say being your authentic self. So how does that feel? What does that mean? Well, being your authentic self, uh, and he said in his world, is to communicate with others in such a way that you're honoring them and you're building up yourself at the same time. You're honoring yourself and you're honoring your their values, your true values as well. So I mean, you look back at that. That's pretty much like the Bible says, "And do unto others as you do unto yourself." And sometimes when you're being fair, what you do for others, you do for you. What you do for you. So, but at the same, some people, you got to have that fairness about you. But you got to love yourself. You have to love yourself first. When you love you, you just need to love others. Love others. Some people have this self-defeating personality, but you are a wonderful person. You have to look back in the mirror and say, okay, God made me a wonderful person, and you have to treat others in a wonderful way, and that's you get that back. You get that. It's a reciprocal way of being. But if you're not right, and then you think others are not right, that's where it tends to falter. You be right, they be, and the others will be right. You treat it that way. You treat others that way, and you get that back. But if you think others are not right, then you'll get not right back. You have to do your best to be in that fashion. But then there's some folks that are out there, just straight out off the record. They just off, and you'll see it automatically. But even though they're off, that's them. You have to let them be who they are. But you, on the other hand, you continue to be who you are. But you have to, when you find out they're not being who they're being, let them be them. But you be you. You always be you. But if they're not, you just let them be them and let them go their own direction. But you maintain your true self. Honor yourself and your values, but, and let them be who they need to be. because there's certain boundaries you need to set, and but never cross your boundaries, and you should never cross your boundaries and outside of your boundaries, and don't let others cross your own boundaries. It's, okay, I'm not going to go this far, but I'm not going to go this far myself, but I'm not going to let others cross my boundaries. Say, okay, I'm not going there. I'm not going to let you come here. So you got to have those, have those set in place, um, because you got to say to yourself, okay, I'm not going over there, and you're not coming over here in life, whatever it may be, uh, because when you put those boundaries in your life, you put those boundaries in what you do, what you don't do, that helps you um, maintain what you're about, what you decide to do for yourself and do for others, and it maintains your sanity. It maintains your sanity, man. It maintains it. It makes sure you're who you are, what you're about, and everything. And man, it just keep you on up and up. So it's important that we do that. And that influence when you are who you are, and folks know that you are that way. It keep you sane, keeps you up, keeps you together. Another aspect of it I liked is this from this is Eric Swanson's part there. Uh, he said guidelines and boundaries. Don't allow others to put me down in any way. Don't allow myself to stay in any negative or drama talk, and uh don't allow others to put me down. Don't allow myself to stay in any negative talk or drama. Don't allow myself to remain in conversations with cursing. Yeah, I don't like that. No, somebody start cussing at me. I'm like, time out. I'm not having that. I'm out of here. And I don't like. Don't cuss at me. Don't you use a curse word? I'm out. I'm out. And it was bad because when I was in the military, that was like a second language to me. Cursing was a second language, but once I got saved, that was it. Boom, cut it off. Because just don't go that route. If you get to for me, certain education level, if you can't talk to me without breaking, using some type of language that's not educated enough, I'm not having it. I'm just not having it. So just talk to me like a human being. Don't talk to me like I'm some trash down the street. Talk to me straight. That's just the way I am. So cussing, I'm out of there. Just not me. Don't let people talk to you any old kind of fashion, any old kind of way. Don't put me down. You put me down, I'm out. And I'm not some little cellar dweller or something like that. Don't talk down to me because well, I see you eye to eye. That's it. That's how I see people see. I'm not higher than anybody else. We right here. I'm not. Because soon you start seeing people down or putting people down, what happens when you start? If you're talking down to folks and you start pushing them down, what you doing? What's happening? Yeah, you pushing them down, but you're going down right along with them. You know, it's no good. You push everybody up. We all we're all. It's enough. It's enough in this world for everyone. We all God's people. There's enough for everyone to get what we need to get. We're all God's people. That's just my feelings. Uh, and then it says, this again, at Eric Swanson. There's a great saying that a rising tide lifts all boats. There it is. We lift everybody up. Everybody's boat's floating. Everybody's boat's getting where it needs to go. So lifting one another up is key. Lifting one another up is good. I like to be around uplifting people, and we're doing well. And if someone's not doing well, you want to find out how you can help them up, how you can help them do better. Let's all make this happen. You know, because sometimes some people are not where they could be or want to be. You want to find out where they are so you can help them get themselves in a better position too. Again, there's abundance around us all. Those that don't have, we help them get what they need to have. Those that need, help them get to what they need, so we can get there. All get there where we need to be. So, the book says we must seek out true and genuine ways to compliment and uplift others. Always compliment and uplift. I do my best to live that way. That's just, I do my best to do my best to live that way. Look to my children. I talk to my babies frequently. Sometimes it's on the, on the phone, and then this time it's text because my babies are the millennials, so it's you gotta text them bad boys. It is how it is, or Facebook. So the young folks, that's how you gotta talk to them and everything. My grandson's first day of school was today, and but well, I got 8 grandkids. So one of my what is he asking? He's 1, 2, 3. What is he? Yeah, I think he's my third grandson. It's Trey. Yes, Felix. Miss Yancey. No, hold up. Trey Felix. Yancey. Hey, hold on. Yeah, he's my fourth grandson. Third, fourth. Well, Yazzie. He's there 5. Yazzie's in school. And I got eight and 2. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He started school. He's in England though. So it's just wonderful, man. He started school and got pictures of him on Facebook and everything as well. It's just wonderful, man. You just have kids like that. They go to school, but I like to lift them in your family. So I mean, it's just a wonderful thing. So also with that, and this is this Eric Swanson. He always liked to seek out compliments, and he truly can stand behind, such as someone's appearance or the way they make them feel. It's wonderful just to find those things that help people, lift them up, make them feel better, help them get themselves across, help them get their, get their self esteem going and growing, and it's better to say, man, that's a nice shirt you got on. Oh, hey, that outfit looks good on you. You know what I mean? You know, good things to help them grow, help them get better. So I think this is the last one in this area. Yeah, I think that was the last one for now. But I'm not gonna keep us here long today. Just now, I have a link on Facebook. So the book club, the virtual book club, is going to be here on Mondays at 1 p.m. You're welcome to join. The book I'm reading again. Let's go back to the uh, cover of the book. Boom. All right, that's the book that we're reading. It's the Book of Influence, and you can get it on Amazon. Download it. We can read it together. And let me know the next one we'll read is probably we'll go over Brian Tracy's book, with his thoughts in the book itself. So that way we can grow as an influencer and understand some of the authentic communications that we need to have when we're speaking to others, one another, and those people that we love in our life and in our families. So with that, this has been Dr. Joe Blake with the Virtual Book Club, and we'll see you again the next week at 1 p.m. Have a great day.